What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to another video. Now, I've been wanting to make Harpie Lady a thing. Now, I am in Diamond rank with this deck because you all know I was doing the flu in Diamond, and flu basically got stopped, and I said, okay, let me go ahead on and test out the Harpie in Diamond because this may be what I'll play next season in my thing. So this is what I did. Engraver is an ash check. They did not ash. I said, okay, cool. So they did not ash. Now I'm thinking, all right, boom. I'm going to go ahead and activate this because I did not want them going into the Crimson Dragon. But that's negated. And they actually had the ash because they wanted to ash the track. Now because they wanted to ash the track, the ash didn't get to be used. You all know what the Fink Smith engine does. The only reason I'm doing it like this, because I know they only have one card in their hand, and that one card is um I think it's a Centur-ion card. I can't remember. Oh no, they placed them both. I said so I don't know what this final card is, but it was either a monster or it didn't matter what it was. I'm like, if it was a monster, Storm had turned it off, and if it was a spell, they couldn't do anything with it because it was in their hand. And then, I don't know if they just pulled Juice Worm off the Juice Worm was the card, but I said that was unfortunate. I said I would think that they had just pulled the Juice Worm because they didn't. If they would have had it before, I think they would have used it before I sent all my things back to get to that. I said so now, boom, I have things in the graveyard now, and they can actually make some plays. If they had, I said, but see, now this is where I'm going to start setting up. This allowed me to get to this perfumer. Now the thing is, this is going to be your most important harpy, but you still want other harpies in your deck. That way, you still have a better chance of being able to use the storm. You can't just rely on those three harpies. I said, and it's not a harpy deck if you only running three harpy cards. So yeah, you still want to make sure. I want to try to keep this as pure to a harpy deck as well, but I wanted to make sure it finally had stuff to where it can use. Now, what they're going to want to do is they know they got to get rid of this babushka because if they don't get rid of this babushka, you see, that was just my first standby phase, which means I had a whole other standby phase to go as well as their turn, and then I would have been able to get back to a third standby phase of me just drill beaming everything. That's it. So they knew they had to get rid of the babushka. Now I could have went into another babushka because I do run two. I said, but I wanted to get this Cyber Harper lady up because I do know if they do have a spell and they try to do it, then if they put a monster up, this Cyber Harper can just bounce it. But they went ahead on and quit anyway. So that was that. I'll probably do a deck breakdown later on, maybe next month when I actually work more on the deck. That's it because this is just my first iteration of it. So I'm not going to show this because as I was playing, I did see some cards as I was pulling that I may want to move out. That way I can make it more consistent with getting two cards that I really want and being able to have get to the storm a lot faster as well. But until next time, I do hope that you all have the best time. I'm out. Peace.